Python Lists Volume 4.
Fine. Okay, next, from this discussion, what we understood now, like how we can create the list dynamically. So by interactively asking the user, first we started with the empty list, then we ask the user to enter the elements. So, and this is also like how many elements you want to add. That also we interactively asked. He or she as a user, they typed five, and all those elements we have taken and keep adding those elements into a list. Okay. So it is not mandatory like in C and C++, we need to, in advance, we need to declare the size of an array. It is not required. Straight away, just ask the use dynamically those many elements you can add it. Okay. So that is what exactly we need to understand here is fine. So next, we'll look into this negative indexing. This is one interesting factor in Python. To access any element in the reverse order, just use the negative indexing like this. -1 gives the last element and -2 gives the last but one element like that you can access. Say for example, we'll go to this code and we have all these elements. Once you create an element, I want to print the last element. Okay, just I will remove this. I out. Okay, what we need to do, like I'll just comment all these things, or else let it be. Okay, after that, I'll just remove, comment these things and print something. I want to, once you created an element, I want to just print the last element here. Okay. Print last element. Last element. ELE. Last element. So now look into this one. What I need to do here it is like print L of -1. That prints the last element here. Okay. Just I'll run this code. What I will do is just I've taken 4 elements here. It is 6, 7, 9, and 8. Last element should be 8. This is what the last element is. 8 is printed over here. Okay. If you put -2, if it prints -2, obviously 9 should be printed over there. Or else I need to run it once again, and you will add few more elements, like 4 are the number of elements, 6 -9, 7 -20. So now according to our requirement, 7 has to be printed over there. Just press enter key, 7 is printed. So it's same thing. Okay, this is one feature which is added in the Python. Negative indexing, like you can traverse in the backward direction. -1 gives the last element, -2 last but one, -3 like this. You can come up to a 0th index. Fine. So as an example, we have created this list, and then -1 gives you the grade, -3 gives -1, -2, -3. So you can traverse in the backward direction by using this negative indexing. Fine. Next, we'll look at this removing elements from the list. How we can remove the elements? We have a method called remove. Okay, this is a function, but the error arises if the element does not exist. That's the one thing you need to be note down this one. If the element is not there, you can expect an error. Only it removes the first element at the time, and a remove range of elements iterator is used. Okay, we need to have a for loop to remove some more than one element. So it removes the specified data, and remove method in list will only remove the first occurrence of the search element. You can question me like, suppose if the same element is occurred more than once, then what is going to happen? This remove will remove the first occurrence. We'll see some of the examples to make you understand very clearly. You have created a list here. This you printed here. Remove 5. Remove 5 means the fifth element will be here. The element it is, not the index. Okay, that element will be removed here. Next, remove 6. 6 will be removed. So like suppose if I want to remove some range of elements, then what we need to do? So 1 to 5 elements I need to remove. So 1 is assigned to this I, and the second iteration 2 will be assigned like this. The first 5 elements will be get removed by using this. Okay, so that is how we can use the remove method to remove the elements. Another example for this is you have created a list with 5 elements, After that, you printed that list. Here, you are printing those elements by separating the space. Okay. Remove of 2 means it will be 2 is removed here. It is. Okay. Then you can print all other elements. One more example to make you understand how the remove works. Control C. We'll just run this code. Okay. Yeah, I'll run this code. Let us see what are the errors. That is the only problem. Suppose if I just copy this, it will consume more time. Let us just look at this. Again, we have line number 8. Okay, I think you can understand this. This simple removal of the blanks here it is. Okay, if you remove these blanks automatically, that will be, again we have list 1. Line number 9. Okay. We have in line number 10. There is a last line. Okay. Print high. 1 second. Line number 11, again we have problem. So this is very simple errors, like some unwanted blanks will be added over there when you copy the code. That's why it is best practice to write the whole code, okay, instead of copying. Okay, here the problem is like we have created a list with list one and I used the variable as list one. That's was the problem. I think it will be removed now. So look into this one, the output we got it now. Yeah, clear. I'll run this once again. So printing the original list 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Printing the list after the removal of the first element. So what we have removed is look into this. We have printed the original list as it is will be printed by space is the delimiter here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Followed by this one list 1 dot remove of 2. So the element 2 is removed. So please don't get confused here. It is remove of 2 means it is not the index here. It is the element what you are going to remove. So that straight away the element has to be removed. Suppose if it contains some in place of this 2, if you just imagine we have a cat. So then here also it should be a cat. Just run this. Look at this. In the original element, we have printed this cat, and once we have removed that element, that will be removed. Here it is. So you be clear with this one. Remove method is used with the parameter as the element. Element itself is the parameter, not the index. Okay, fine. Yeah. Next, we have a pop method. Here it is. The function can pop can also be used to remove the elements. Can also be used to remove the elements and return an element from the set. But by default, it removes only the last element of the set. That's the one thing. Remove method, you can remove any element by inserting that item itself as a parameter to the remove method. But pop means without any parameters, it will default remove the last element. Okay. So to remove the element from the specific position of the list, index of the element is passed as an argument to the pop method. This is the one thing. You have created a list. Pop means default it remove the last element. 5 is removed here it is. After that, when you print it, 5 is removed. And again, if I want to remove the third 3, then you need to pass the index here it is. Here, okay, please remember that remove and index. Remove will get the item as an parameter, but pop method will get the index. So this removes the third element here. 3 will be removed because the index is 2 here it is. Okay, so that's what is given. Index of the element is passed as an argument. So 2 means this removes this element. 0, 1, 2. This element removed. And here with this operation, this is removed. So resultant will be 1, 2, and 4. Only 3 elements will be retained. 1, 2, and the 4 will be retained. Fine. So next we'll look into this slicing of a list. Slicing means you can cut some part of the list based on your requirement. So there are multiple ways to print the whole list with all the elements. But to print specific range of elements from the list, we use slice operation. This is performed on the list with the use of the colon. Even you can do the same operation on strings also. Okay, we can do the same thing on the strings also. Fine. So the range you can specify. Range use to print the elements from the beginning of a range. Use this. So because you know this, the default it starts from 0 and it will go to this. To print the elements from the end, use this minus of index. To print the elements from specific index till the end, use this one. From element, I mean like so from the index where you need to start and go up to the end. To print all the elements within the range, use, I mean like you need to start with the index and the end index. And to print the whole list, just use the colon. Don't specify any range here it is. To print the whole list in the reverse order, this is one syntax. Please remember this. Okay, double colons with -1 in the reverse order. To print the elements of list from rear end, use negative indexes. That's it. Okay. So this is how we can use the slices. We have some examples. Please look at these examples. We have created a list, initial list, then sliced list. List of 3, 8 is okay. 3, 8 means it will 0, 1, 2, 3. K. Okay, 8 means 1 less than that one. It will go up to 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. KSFO, only those elements will be listed over there. So because this is will be 1 less than this 8. Print elements from a predefined point to end. So it means like it will start at the index 5 and it will go up to the end. We have not given the second range here. It is in the range. We have not mentioned the, when you don't mention this upper limit, it will go up to the end. The same way when you don't mention this, both of this start and the end, so that will print the whole list here. It will print the whole list. This is sample output of that. All okay, KSF, okay, 3 to 8, as I told, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 won't be considered. 8 will not be considered. Element sliced from the fifth element till the end. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, from year to end. When you don't give the second index. All the elements. Just if you give a colon, it will print all the elements. Same way, we can have another example. It is also similar to that one. Okay. So print elements from the beginning to the predefined point using slice up to -6. -6 means -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. Up to this, it will be printed. You can also use the negative indexing. So it will go up to it will start from -6 and it will go to the end. -1 means 1 less than this. -1 means 1 less than this. Here also 1 less than this. Okay. Here it will print all the elements in the reverse order till the end. Double colon followed by -1. You can see this output here. This is the initial list, and it list slice it till the sixth element from the last. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, excluding this. -6 means excluding this one. Okay, it will go up to this 6 right from the start. Okay, that is how we can slice a list. This is literally interesting concept, list comprehension. What is this list comprehension? This is most widely used while creating a list with some mathematical operations. List comprehension consists of brackets containing the expressions which is executed for each element along with the for loop to iterate over each element. Here you are creating a list. Here you are creating a list. Okay. Syntax is new list will be created here it is, and the expression with an element for element in the whole list and the if condition. Okay. So don't worry about the syntax. Just come to this example to make it understand. What we are doing here is like, look into this. You are creating a for loop, or you are creating a list called old square. Old square is the list here. Okay. So what you did here is, yes, you taken one will be assigned to the x. This is most widely used syntax in the while creating the projects. Look at this. For I in range, first the control comes to this for loop. In the first iteration, x value will be 1, and that will be squared here it is. Okay, because you know this is a power function, x to the power of 2. So 1 to the power of 2, this is the first iteration. If x mod 2 is equals to 1, then only that element will be added to this list. Okay. X mod 2, it means like if the remainder is 1, remainder means it should be odd number. If it is an odd number, because in the first iteration 1 to the power of 2 means it is 1. 1 mod 2 means you know that it is a remainder. Quotient is 0, remainder. So that will be added. Then what is the expected output of this code here? And again, when we have 2, mod will be 0. Okay, 3 means it will be 9 because we are squaring that one. So this is the expected output. 3 will be added. I mean, like square of 3, square of 4. I mean, square of 4 will be not added because 16 means the remainder is 0. That's why that will not be added here. Square of 5, 6 is not added. 7 will be added. 8 will not be added because if it is an even number, you will get the remainder as 0. So that condition, this condition, okay, fails. That's why you cannot add that number into this list. So like this is the expected output here. Okay. The same code to make you understand, this is how we can create an empty list, a range from 1 to 10. And if the x value creates the remainder as 1, then only the square of that number should be added to this one. Clear? Okay, I hope you understood few of the concepts here related with this one. The tomorrow we'll start with this operations on the list and followed by some methods. I think tomorrow we'll conclude the list concept.